Welcome to Scooby. Sometimes when users first log into Scooby and get started using the platform, they are overwhelmed with the amount of tasks Scooby can help them accomplish. Scooby is extremely useful, of course, but we often hear, "How do I make it useful for me?" To help answer that question among users new and seasoned alike, Scooby has created projects. With projects, Scooby has pre-built use case projects that users can discover and use right away. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a project that allows you or your organization to accept donations more easily. Let's take a closer look. So to begin, we need to establish a Stripe account and a Scooby business account. First, the Stripe account. Stripe is an online payment processing platform, and that is how we will process the donations coming in. Creating a Stripe account is very easy. In fact, to get started, all you need is an email and a password. Here, I'll show you. First, go to stripe.com and click the Start Now button. Input your email, your name, and a password. Then create your Stripe account. That was easy, right? Ideally, later you would verify your new account and tie some kind of bank account to it as well, but we'll skip that for this video and move on to Scooby. Next, here we are at Scooby. To utilize Easy Donation Collection, you need a Scooby business account. For that, click on New User at the bottom here. Then input your name, email, a password. Select Business here, if it isn't already selected, and click Register. You will receive an email to validate your account. Click the link in the email, which I will do off screen. Select a good Scooby ID. It will give you one, which you can change if you want. I like this one, so I will click Get Started. Once you do that, to cross the finish line, we have to finish setting up the business account. I'm going to try to do this quickly. Name, business name, phone, address, city, state, zip, and I need a credit card or PayPal account on file. So I will put in my credit card information and click Finish. A new user has the choice of walking through a tour of Scooby, but we'll skip that this time. Okay, now what? I have a blank canvas here, and I want to collect donations for my organization or foundation. Plus, I want Scooby to help support this. But how do I get started? Before we get too far along, there is a prerequisite we have to complete before we can start creating projects. It is essentially a one-time setup where we connect our Stripe account to our Scooby account. So within Scooby, we go to our username and select Settings, then go to Security. First, we need the API key, and to get it, we need to click Generate. Once the key is generated, as a good practice, you should download it. Once you do, come back and authorize the use of the key. Then you can close this. Next, move over to PGP key and check the option Allow Scooby to store your private PGP key. Then click Generate. Then Generate again here. Okay, there it is. Download. Then you can close this as well. And that's it. No copying or pasting. Lastly, we need to authorize Stripe within Scooby. So, under Settings and Authorizations, find Stripe and click Connect. It will ask for a Stripe secret key, which is on the Stripe user dashboard. So, back to Stripe. On the Stripe dashboard, there is your secret key. Click to copy. Go back to Scooby. Paste the key and click Save. Done. Now, once we have completed that step, we are ready to create a project. To start our project, click on the Settings button at the top and select Projects. Scooby will let us know that there are no existing projects, which makes sense because we have just opened and connected the accounts which are necessary to create projects. So, to create a project, click the blue button here. The first thing we encounter is the Project Wizard. Here we see several sample projects we can create within Scooby. We can run events, volunteer signups, we can record donor information on spreadsheets, all kinds of stuff. In our case, since all we are really worried about for this example is having people just donate money, we will choose the Donation Collection Project and click Next. Here is our opportunity to give the project a name and description. We will call this project our United Way Campaign 1. This is our internal name for the project. The description will be displayed for users to see, so we can say something like, "Thank you for your support. We appreciate it." This description, in addition to English, can be displayed in multiple languages. In fact, I will go ahead and have our description in Spanish as well. Gracias por tu apoyo. Lo apreciamos. Good. All right, now click Next. Here we can select which payment provider we use, and we'll stick with Stripe. And for currency, we'll stick with USD. Below, we can accept payment methods of credit card or bank account. The default is credit card, and we'll stick with that. Again, click Next. For this project, we are going to keep things simple and keep the amount of data we request for processing minimized. And as for the purpose, it is a donation, which is the default. Next. If you want to further customize the form, you can add your company logo. I will quickly upload a sample logo. There. Now, we already have a couple of keys set, but we need to put in our publishable key. It is a key provided by Stripe, so we go back to Stripe. There it is. We copy it and head back to Scooby. And paste it in. Okay, next. As you can see here on the left, we are working our way through here, and our next screen is Options. The one option we're concerned with is Skip Login. This just allows visitors to see the donation request without being a Scooby member. We'll check that. Down here, we can place in the URL of a logo if it appears somewhere else on the web. I happen to have one of those. There we go. Now, the difference between this logo and the logo upload option we discussed a screen or two ago is this logo will appear on the donation receipt, which is emailed. The first one is a smaller logo that is placed on the donation form itself to help identify the company or organization accepting the donations. This option allows users to use their own donation receipt template. We'll stick with the default, so I will leave that option alone. Click Next. And that is all we have to do to create a donation campaign. That was pretty simple. This screen just provides a summary of all the choices we've made along the way during the creation of the donation project. To get this campaign off the ground, simply click Activate Project. Once you click that, the system will now go out and distribute all the data to the servers and the edge locations that we support, and your project will be active. And once the campaign is active, you are all set to collect donations. One way to get the message out to your prospective donors is via your social media channels. To do that, you can click on the link icon and paste this URL directly into your social media outlet of your choice. Or you could place it in an email you send to those prospective donors. Let's say you grab that link and send it, however you'd like, and your recipients want to donate. They receive your email or happen upon your social media post and click your link. Let's say that they're on their mobile device, maybe an iPhone 6 or 7 or 8. You get the idea. Okay, this is what they'll see. There's our logo. There's our message. Your donors can select a preset amount, or if they'd like, they can select Other and donate a custom amount. We'll just click $50. They can donate one time, or they can donate an amount every month. That's called a subscription. Then below, they would put in the little bit of information we ask for. First and last name, and email address. Then they can put in their credit card information. And click Donate. And there you are. So now as an organization, I can start collecting donations, and with very little effort on my part. Going back to Scooby, not only do you have your shareable URL, but if you have postcards or business cards or flyers or posters, you can utilize a QR code. Here are some examples of a QR code in action. a postcard with the QR code front and center. Or why not right there on your organization letterhead? Or if your organization has a presence at a conference or meeting, why not place that QR code on signage? Think of all the people who walk by that sign. Using your QR code in their cell phone, they could be donating to your organization in less than a minute. Or, if your organization is putting on an event, there is no better place for your QR code than on the cover of your event program. We also have buttons you can build. You can select the size of the button, what it says. Let's say, Donate Now. Here is the code that you can simply copy and paste into your website. Whether it is WordPress or any other site, this code can be placed right in the HTML and you're done. Similarly, if you wanted to place the form directly on a page on your site, instead of having people open the form by clicking a link, you can do that by selecting Embeddable Forms. You can set options here. Here are examples of both the button and the form directly on your site. So, using Scooby and Stripe, your organization can give prospective donors any number of ways to make a donation. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on other Scooby tutorials. Thanks for watching.